The Odyssey adventure begins in San Francisco, California. The expedition team heads down into Mexico and Central America. They continue driving to the tip of South America, where the cars catch a ship to Australia. The team cuts across the outback, hops over to Singapore, where they follow the route north through Southeast Asia. Then they swing west into India, up into China, and across the Siberian wilderness. Finally, they drive through Alaska, Canada, and back home. Coming up on Odyssey.
This is the first country where we have to have guides. This guy happens to be right here. This is you. Yeah. Our guide's calling for an ambulance or something.
So today we're going to be taking out of Bangkok and heading north up into Laos to Luang Prabang. It should be pretty simple driving once we get out of Bangkok.
Finally leaving Bangkok. Been here for enough time. Excited to get back on the road. Now we're heading to the Cambodia and Thailand border. This border reminds me kind of the Central American borders, where there's a lot of people around, little kids, kind of a little more hectic.
Different color, huh?
Borders are always an interesting place. A lot of kids, a lot of crazy stuff goes on in these places. Unfortunately, they're not the best representation of any country, because just craziness. Just check a look at this. Look at these kids fighting.
We need to go to the departure right over there and go deal with our visas and stuff.
Hours have passed, and they should be in Cambodia by now, but a problem has arisen with one of the team members.
I lost my tourist card, which is a big deal. You don't think it is, because it's just this little white slip of paper. I had to meet with an officer. They were hung up on my name, and I've never had a problem with my name before, but he kept saying, Chanda Renee is Indian. You are not Indian.
We got denied entry tonight. They told us that we have to have a letter from Phnom Penh, which is the capital in Cambodia, to get in. So we need to call our embassy tomorrow and pray that they would, I don't know, grant us permission, which we kind of doubt, because just to have some random Americans call you and say, can you let us bring our vehicles in, and they don't even know who we are, and they're in a city 8 hours away. It's not looking very promising, but we'll see.
After a night at the border, the team has managed to find an answer to Cambodia's strict driving regulations.
What happens is you have to have a guide. So we have to go find 2 Cambodian guides who can take us into the country. I guess it's kind of an insurance policy that they don't want us to go on unexplored roads, you know, and get blown up by mines, things like that. So they require us to have a guide. So we're on the search for the guides. We need a guide, 2 guides. You know the guys who come here and they bring the tourists into Cambodia?
We have 2 cars. We need 2 drivers.
You know, maybe we should check with a cab driver and maybe hire a couple cab drivers.
Sorry.
Taxi?
Now to go to another company. The company, the border embassy.
It's like a sea of people and mopeds and taxis, and it's pretty wild.
The driver.
He can drive our car, and you? We have cars. We have cars.
400 for you, 400 for you.
And we're gonna pay for your food and your
hotel.
hotels. And we pay for gas.
While the bargaining for drivers continues, a language translator is found.
I can't speak English well.
Basically, he was gonna come with us, but now he just got his friend to come because he can't go now. But the only problem is that he doesn't speak English either. So then we'd be with 2 guys who don't speak English.
Oh.
So.
There's a tour guide who does speak English. And he's
Yeah,
there.
this guy actually speaks extremely good English, but cannot drive. So we could bring a 3rd person, but it'd be pretty tight.
Yeah, we don't have room.
Like we pay the other guys,
Yeah,
drivers.
that's just 2 people. That's all we can bring. That's all I got room for.
So then you just want to have 2 guys, no English? I think that's
Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
They leave without the translator, but quickly realize their mistake.
Hey, get this guy for a tour guide. Can you come here?
It's all right. He doesn't understand stop. It's too hard to explain stop really quick, so we'll just do the old U-turn. So we're picking up the guy who can speak English because it's gonna make our life a lot easier. All right. Yeah. What's your name?
Samang.
Samang. Here we go. So follow us and let the adventure begin.
Coming up, the team ventures into Cambodia and Laos.
This is you.
Yeah. And you just see hundreds of Buddha images.
Check out these drums here. I love drumming. Every culture has drumming. It's something that's it's so soothing about drumming.
All right, so here we are at Angkor Wat. There's a bunch of Cambodian kids running around trying to sell us postcards. There's a lot of books for sale here. A lot of them about the Khmer Rouge and the history of Cambodia. We're gonna go look at the ruins.
I'm trying to tell you, you got curly hair, man.
Oh, I got curly hair?
Yes.
Oh, are you serious? It's curly?
Yeah. My hair.
Wow.
Somebody tried to take something and goes.
We're in the middle of Cambodia, and this place dates back to around 1100. It's believed to be the biggest religious temple in the world. It's immense, it's huge. Everything here is carved, so everywhere you walk, all the way up to the roofs, everywhere is carved. It's kind of mind-boggling to think about how much time it would take people to create something like this.
Angkor Wat is so calm and just very placid, and you can see the sunrise coming up and all the golden sunlight shining on the lake, and then the Angkor Wat and the temples in the back. It's magical.
We're here in Tapram right now. This place is it's pretty amazing. Like, as you can see, it's completely overgrown by huge trees that are hundreds of years old. Lonely Planet is one of our sponsors, and this guy happens to be right here. Stay.
Yeah, seems like.
Hey, this is you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Neem.
Neem.
Yeah.
Ah, I'm Neil. How long have you lived around here for?
20 years.
So you come here every day and
Yeah,
every day. Where was he living like 20, 25, 30 years ago?
25 năm của ông này nè.
เขาลบปน
Ông phía con tộc và phố rồi coi chị.
អត់ទេកម្ពុជាខ្មែរសំមកមានតែជួយយីទេ
Chị xe thế
បង
này.
ប្អូនមកខ្លួនសម្រាប់អស់4ហ្នឹងគាត់តែអ៊ំណានេះគេអ៊ំដែលលំបាកនេះទៅបើអង្គទៅគេណាទៅមកគេអោយអង្គម្ដង40ปีគេអោយស៊ីបាន8ដងchứបាន8ដង
Cả nó mà sân tầm lâu nhưng đam chê y rồi cây nhưng bởi hộp luôn ấy kia tầm lập giờ cái nó. Rồi giờ từ
បើយើងដាំមកគេដេញមែនដល់ដល់ឲ្យឃើញមកចាប់ស៊ីដែរហ្នឹងហើយបើយើងដាំក៏ប៉ុន្តែយើងចាប់តែគេឲ្យធ្វើការឯកជនអុយសពគ្រប់ការងារគេមិនគិតទេណា
Và phone ôm nào vậy?
រាប់មកដល់10ឆ្នាំ
Là ngay ôm nó rồi nơi mùi vì nào kì?
កូននៅគាត់ស្គាល់កូនពីពុកយើងគួរស្លាប់ដែរអស់ហើយណា
Bài ập vào đây áo.
គេអត់ចេះគួរអីជីងក៏កូនបានក៏ទីកូនណាបានគួរ
Cái
ណា
ai phải khai van ập vào đây.
មួយថ្ងៃ1300
Ông cất bị ca bị ở lâu năng vì môn máu ta khóc nè bà nà hay sẽ bài chân.
ខុសចាស់ណា
Can you sign the book?
Ông ai chết sẽ nhẹ ấy.
ងាយបាន
Sẽ khen xa nhỉ.
Yeah. Ah. Akong.
កូន
How do you say? It was very nice to meet you.
Rịch đây nè, đại bàn chụp lộc.
One more time.
Rịch đây nè, đại bàn chụp lẹ.
បាននេះរាយនៅបានជួបលោក
Real about the bam chulo. Re.
រាយ
Re.
នៅបាន
La man.
ជួប
Chuo.
លោក
Lo.
អូខេ
It's nice to meet survivors because a lot of times you read about all the people who died and stuff, but to actually meet the people who lived through it and are still here and have a smile on their face is amazing.
is made up of landmine victims.
A lot of horror's gone down in Cambodia. It's pretty sad.
It's hard to believe that landmines are still such a big problem in this day and age.
Find out how you can get involved. Visit odysseyshow.com.
Malit.
How much is it a liter?
Malit man. 2006. One is 1 liter. 1 liter, 1 liter.
No? What's the quality of the gasoline? Is it 91 quality? Is it 95 quality? The type. What type of gasoline? Just ask him. What kind?
Đó.
Sang ở đấy.
Tela.
Tela. Tela from Tela gas station.
Check out that filter. Look at the filter.
Tela.
Filter.
I hope the Johnny Walker Black is going to do wonders for these vehicles. They'll probably just fly out of here. I love that.
This is Johnny Walker Black bright yellow before.
Well, that's not right. 26 baht per liter.
We're using dollars, we're using reals, we're using baht. And it's a complicated process to go through all the translations. I got 3 different types of currency in my wallet.
Right now we are driving through the mountains of Laos, and we keep passing through all these villages. They're just really beautiful. They say that Thailand is a place of endless smiles. Well, from what we've seen, it seems like Laos is a place of endless smiles. Like all the people we pass are just all sabadi, sabadi, smiling and waving. Really friendly people. We're heading to Luang Prabang right now, which is very famous, beautiful city along the Mekong River.
This morning we're in Luang Prabang, Laos, and what we're going to be doing is jumping on a river boat, and we're going to sail down the Mekong River for about 2 hours and go to the Pok Ao Caves. Sabai.
Where did you drop it?
It was hydro sliding and I dropped it.
Is this a heavy shoes?
No, it's a flip-flop, white one. I don't know what you guys would do for excitement without me along. Oh my goodness! All is not lost. Now I'm gonna play with it some more. You wanna see what it looks like when it trails behind?
The guide on the boat took us to several different villages around Luang Prabang.
Oh, look at this. We came up the hill a little bit and actually came across this nice woman who is doing her own weaving.
You have all these strings in here, and they're going back and forth like this, and then you look to the side and you see this beautiful multicolored tapestry. You know those things that you can just watch for hours? I can watch. I'm kind of like a cat when it comes to weaving. You know,
If you look at the back, you can see how tight the weaving is, and this is better than anything I've seen in Southeast Asia so far. We just arrived at the Pok Ao Caves, and you can see that it has a structure that has been built inside them, kind of a temple. We go ahead and buy some flowers just as an offering, some incense. Now the problem is I don't know exactly where I put these. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to walk around with them or if I'm supposed to put them somewhere. We've got probably 1,000 or more different Buddha images here, and so we'll just politely make our offering like other guests to this temple do. Just like in the lower cave, if you look around, you just see hundreds of Buddha images that people have brought up here. A lot of these images are from temples that, as Laos was invaded, people started bringing the ones that they recovered and rescued up here. This one has obviously been through a lot of damage over the years. Lord only knows when it was made.
Just, you know, all these Buddhist images are just reminding us to kind of stay focused on being centered.
Coming up next.
We're about to enter China.
I forgot there's spies here. I need to shut up.
Oh, what do we got here?
Captain, we got any big towns in between here and the border? Udon Shay will be coming upon in about 20 miles or so. And coming up here any moment, we'll actually be changing highways, changing roads.
Yeah. So I just woke
Their highway junction.
in the middle of Laos, heading up towards the border of China. We're about to enter China. Always read about China, heard about China, seen movies about China. I've never been to China. This is pretty exciting for the whole team.
We were nervous about going into a communist country. We didn't know what to expect.
We just got our passports stamped and our visas okayed, and we actually got driver's licenses to drive through the country. It says driver's license in Mandarin. You open it up, and the guy, he had to go and use our driver's license pictures. It's a pretty bad picture.
I am putting the California plate back on my car, and I'm going to fix the Chinese license plate, which is super cool, and I wish we could keep. Maybe I'll accidentally lose one. I forgot there's spies here. I need to shut up. On top of the California plate. But how cool is that? It rocks his house. Bam. Now we're Chinese. Put this in a safe place, and we're off and rolling.
This morning, we're joined by Ma Xiaowei, who is our guide here in China. And Xiaowei has come on to help us out not only with getting around China as we are traveling through the Yunnan province, but also and primarily just because none of us speak Chinese, and it's extremely difficult to get around and through China without knowledge of the language. It's just impossible for us to read the signs or even to handle some simple negotiation things like asking how much food is. And this morning, Xiaowei is going to be taking us out to a local Bai village so that we can see some of the cultural traditions that they have. What is this?
We call it bitter gourd.
This is one of the strangest vegetables I've ever seen.
We're looking at
You look like you could beat somebody with it. You know?
This market is pretty traditional because we have special areas for fresh vegetables and also a certain area for all the meats. If you're lucky enough, we may also find some dog meat.
People eat it a lot in China, right?
Sure.
It's kind of a delicacy.
Sure.
What's it taste like? Because I've been looking for it. I was gonna try it over here. So.
Dog meat is very delicious, but I cannot describe it because it's not like chicken, it's not like beef, and it's not like pork. Delicious. It's
dog meat. One of the interesting things about China compared to all the places that we've been is that everyone you talk to has something different.
Little perfume bottles for my friends.
1,000-year-old egg.
Beetlejuice. I don't know what it is, but she's the cutest lady I've ever seen in my life. So.
Yunnan province is beautiful. It's green, it's lush, it's jungle, vegetation. The roads here are amazing. They're concrete, they're built to last hundreds of years.
what do we got here?
Good.
Did he fall off the back of the bike?
Oh no.
Stop, let's get out.
Hey, everyone, we got a little boy, I believe he fell off a motorcycle.
Stay with me.
We just came across this man that I guess fell off his motorcycle with his child, and his child's head's cut open. We're trying to put pressure on his head so he doesn't bleed.
According to them, it's only 2 kilometers away. Yeah. And perhaps we can go and get some doctors here for.
Okay. I'll go grab a doctor, bring him back here.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Apparently, on the bike, he was probably wearing a jacket which got caught in the chain, just dragged, went around and just threw him on the ground.
He's got a couple of really deep lacerations, one on the top of the head, which you can see here. He's got another one back here behind his ear, and a pretty good chunk taken out of his face and some road rash. But his pupils are okay right now. He's starting to get, they're a little dilated. Leon, can you hear me? You're gonna be okay, all right?
Ma and I went into this next village. We found this nice doctor here. She came back with us. What was interesting was she came back with a stethoscope and a bag full of gauze, and that was it. That was her emergency kit.
She can figure it out.
I think he'll be okay. It doesn't look like it's, I mean, hopefully he doesn't have a concussion or something, but it doesn't look fatal, so I think he'll be okay.
On the next Odyssey, the team is the first group of foreigners to drive across Myanmar from east to west in 50 years.
My heart's beating a little bit faster than usually does.
This is probably the most dangerous driving we've done the whole trip.
And enters India under armed guard. For more adventures, visit odysseyshow.com.